Yo, P4P Sports Entertainment, hit the like button, comment below, share, do all of that. Just wanted to drop a little something. I got some things I got to handle today. Anyway, just wanted to drop a little something for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button again. I shall say it again. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button for all things sports entertainment related. With that being said, let me get right to it. According to Mike Coppinger, Paradigm Sports supposedly, allegedly, took a loss today. Now, the official ruling on the whole lawsuit between Paradigm Sports, Manny Pacquiao, Earl Spence, apparently, if you haven't been keeping up, Paradigm Sports tried to file an injunction to stop Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence fight from happening. I believe that takes place at the end of this month. I think the 28th. MGM. No. Is it MGM? I think it's either T-Mobile or MGM, one of those, in Vegas. If you haven't got your tickets, go get your tickets. It's going to be a great fight. They put the undercard out. Everything's good. Now, the situation was Manny Pacquiao signed to Paradigm Sports as a management company. That's the same company that was owned. That is, already signed Conor McGregor. And I think they were trying to set up a Manny Pacquiao Conor McGregor fight or a Manny Pacquiao Mikey Garcia fight. Well, anyway, signed a contract, gave him a $3 million advance. You took that advance money. In my mind, if you didn't want to be signed with them, shouldn't have taken the money. Okay. In my mind, give them the money back. Whoever team Manny Pacquiao himself, whatever, give them their money back. Because obviously, I would imagine that money was given based off of, good faith or based off of the fact that he was going to be fighting Conor McGregor. Unfortunately, Conor McGregor loses to Dustin Poirier. And we talking the second fight, right? He loses, sets everything back. Manny Pacquiao's kind of scrambling for an opponent. He decides, you know what? I'm going to go fight Earl Spence. I'm going to go fight the best welterweight in the division right now. Make the biggest fight possible. Well, Paradigm Sports is kind of sitting there looking like, we gave you this money. We're not going to just give you $3 million and have you run off without making money with us. So we want our money back. And we're going to file an injunction to stop Manny Pacquiao from Errol Spence happening. Well, apparently the judge ruled today, and the official ruling will be tomorrow, in favor of Manny Pacquiao. So apparently Paradigm Sports takes an L. I don't know what's going to happen as far as the money's concerned. I'm not sure. From my understanding, it's just that they can't stop Manny Pacquiao from fighting Errol Spence. Now, at the same time, was anyone really worried? Some people were worried, thinking like, okay, a contract is a contract. We apparently just seen that with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. But at the same time, if, you give me some advance money, I'm not signed to you, but I am signed to you based off the fact that, based off of you getting me this fight. Well, this fight didn't happen, then, I shouldn't have to be held up because you guys couldn't deliver on your end of the bargain. In my mind, just give them their money back. Even if they sue, okay, cool. They're going to get their money back and damages. So you're going to end up paying more. Just give them their money back. It's $30 million. Manny Pacquiao is looking to probably make at least probably 20 against Earl Spence. And that's up front. We ain't even talking back end money. You know what I'm saying? So that little $3 million is nothing. Now, like I said before, if anyone was ever worried about this fight not happening, come on now. It's too big of a fight for it not to happen. It's too close to the fight for it not to happen. We're talking Al Heyman. We're talking business done at the highest level. Nothing is going to stop this fight. I'm pretty sure everything was already in place. I'm sure he knew about everything that was going on, and it should have been handled. Or I feel like if it was a threat to stop the fight, then it would have been handled immediately. Okay? That's that. So the official ruling, according to Mike Coppinger, and you guys can go check out his Twitter right now. But yeah, according to Mike Coppinger, the official ruling will be set tomorrow. I believe it's going to be, I think one ESPN. I'm not sure which ESPN is going to be talked about, but just get ready for that. Get ready for that to be, on ESPN. Sometimes ESPN doesn't like to put all the news out there, saying, or we get the news before they do, but that's kind of crazy. You guys supposed to be the worldwide leader in sport. But nonetheless, I move forward. Now, rumors of Canelo Alvarez and Bivol going to be happening. Unfortunately, Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez couldn't happen. Whatever. If Canelo wanted to be undisputed at 168, hey, I feel like he should have that opportunity, but if the money's not right, or you know, I don't think it was the money. I think Canelo wanted all these stipulations and stuff just to show his power, just to show, hey, I'm a true A side kind of thing. And you know, Caleb Plant was like, all right, bro, like we agreed to everything, but you just tripping on this. It's ridiculous. So unfortunately for us, we're not going to get undisputed 168 between Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez. But guess what? I really don't care. If I'm Al Heyman, I wouldn't care. If I get Canelo, cool. It is great for us, great for ratings, you know, saying more money for the team. But overall, with my organization, okay, my situation with PBC, I have Caleb Plant. And when I say that, hear me out. Canelo is the biggest Mexican star in the world, one of the biggest boxing stars in the world, right? Caleb Plant can become that in America. You know, he's a Caucasian boxer, is a very good Caucasian boxer. He's from the South. The more he fights on TV, the more he gives us highlight reels or starts stopping guys and looks phenomenal, the more people are going to tune in and the more support he's going to get behind him. America doesn't have a Caucasian star. And salute to him. He's a great fighter. I'm thinking about it from a marketing standpoint, right? How many Caucasian fighters does America have in boxing? Don't worry, I'll wait. We're not talking UK. We're not talking, you know, overseas. We're talking in America. And he's a champion. He's a great champion. The more he fights, the more he's on TV, the more the people, you know, get a hold of him, see him, make him, you know, he's more accessible. The more he becomes a household name, the bigger he gets. Don't forget, Canelo is, I think he's early 30s, 29, 30, something like that. But he's old. You know, he's been fighting since he was like 15, 16 years old in Mexico. That knee issue has been an issue for him. You know? So my thing is, if Canelo goes and fights Bivol, excuse me, if Canelo goes and fights Bivol, what does that do? What does that do? Somebody tell me, what does that do? You go fight Bivol, he's at 160, what is Bivol, 175? We're supposed to fight at a catch weight. So I'm hearing 172, 170. It's stupid as hell. Too close to the fight for you to try to drain Bivol. And guess what? If you drain him and beat him, what does that prove? Nothing. Better Beef said he was ready. You should have hollered at Bob Arum. Made that fight happen. Better Beef is the best 175-pounder unified champion and a monster. But, you know, Canelo's not ready for that. He'd rather fight Bivol, who hasn't fought hardly anybody and hasn't looked spectacular. I honestly don't care. If I'm a boxing fan, if I'm a Canelo fan, how do I even get excited about this fight? Honestly, somebody tell me, how do I get excited about Canelo versus Bivol? Half of the people in America don't know who Bivol is. Mexican fans don't know who Bivol is. They don't care. They're probably going to put him in the same category as Yeardrum. And he's not a Yeardrum. He's an okay fighter. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. I'm saying from a marketing standpoint, we don't know who this guy is. They may be shocked. But I think Canelo beats him. I don't think it'll be easy, but I think he'll cruise to a victory. But Caleb Plant is a bigger name. It's a bigger fight. It's for undisputed 168. Okay? But in the back of my mind, I think this was all a part of the plan in the beginning. We'll see if I can do all this extra stuff with Caleb Plant, give him like the hardest negotiation ever. Then they seen it was going easier as easy as possible. Then they were like, well, shit, we might as well try to push this off. Instead of having this fight between Caleb Plant for undisputed in September, we can lock this up, have him hold out, let this be the longest layoff of his career. Put that fight in December. We can go fight an easy little, fight at Bivol in September, and then get ready for a bigger fight in December. That's what Canelo's been doing. I don't like it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he might fit. Maybe Canelo might fight Better Beef in May. Cinco de Mayo weekend. Maybe. We'll see. We got a lot of things to worry about out here. We got the pandemic about to, we about to be in another pandemic. We about to shut it down again. I don't know what's going on. All I know is you guys better get it in now. Because the longer you wait, the more of these stipulations and people are going to be shutting down, and we're not going to have fights at max capacity. So therefore, you're not going to have a big gate. Then your money's going to be getting cut. We know we've already dealt with this in 2020. We know how it is. We know what time it is. If you have an opportunity to get your money now. Get it now. If you want to take a little tune up or a little small fight, do it later during the pandemic. You feel what I'm saying? I move on. Y'all hit the like button, comment below, share, do all of that right now. Subscribe to the channel for all things sports entertainment related. I greatly appreciate y'all. Now, I'm going to say this last little thing, and then I got stuff I got to do. I've got to go. Terrence Crawford, this is according to Bob Arum. Terrence Crawford, Josh Taylor, 2022. He wants to make that fight happen. Now, Terrence Crawford's contract with Top Rank is supposed to be up, I believe, in October. They were trying to make the Sean Porter fight for November. Fight is not official yet, but it's looking like that fight's going to be made. And if it's made in November, then it's obviously going to be on PBC. That means Terrence Crawford's going to be coming over. So my thing is, why? I just don't understand, why is Bob trying to come out now and say, I want Terrence Crawford and Josh Taylor for 2022? If he's not going to be there. That's my thing. If he's not going to be there, why are we even talking about that? Bob should be quiet. Even if it was like a marketing standpoint, Josh Taylor is a great fighter. I can't take nothing away from Josh Taylor. But he hasn't had the best promotion with Top Rank. Him and Jose Ramirez even complained about that with their last fight, I believe, at the Virgin Hotels in Las Vegas for Undisputed. You say it's supposed to be, the build-up supposed to be bigger than this. Like, I don't like how everything's going. It was a big fight for boxing. But to the casuals and to everybody else, they don't even know who these guys are. They don't really care. And that's sad, man. That's really sad. Josh Taylor wins a Super 6 tournament. Undisputed, 140. Come on, man. Nobody knows who you are, really. And then your promoter, Bob Arum, comes out and says, hey, we want you and Terrence Crawford fighting. Now, we know boxing fans already know Josh Taylor has I think, IBF mandatory coming up. I don't know who the guy is fighting. I think it's a Russian guy. But he's supposed to be fighting him. And then he's supposed to be moving up to 147. So my thing is, even if Bob honestly if he didn't even want to make that fight happen, he's just putting that out there to promote the fight or just to promote Josh Taylor because he knows Terrence Crawford is leaving. Why would you attach Josh Taylor's name to Terrence Crawford if, and this is your words, if Terrence Crawford doesn't sell? If he doesn't sell, then you shouldn't be saying anything. It shouldn't benefit somebody else to attach their name to Terrence Crawford. We know Terrence Crawford's a good fighter. We just want to see him fight better competition. And that's the issue I have. That's the issue with a lot of boxing fans that we all have with Terrence Crawford. We want to see how great you are. You're a big fish in a small pond over there at Top Rank when it comes to the welterweight division. You come over to PBC, okay, now we can really see. You didn't even fight like a Josito Lopez yet. You got the Sean Porters there. Danny Garcia, I believe, just moved to 54, so we'll see how that goes. Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. You feel what I'm saying? We'll see how good you are when you come and fight Sean Porter in November. Hopefully that happens. I want no excuses. I want that fight to happen. Manny Pacquiao's, Errol Spence is locked up with Manny Pacquiao. You can fight Sean Porter, who has literally fought everybody at the welterweight division. Has beat some, has lost some, but he is in razor thin fights. The fights he does lose, it's just maybe by a round. Maybe by a round. Everybody knows you got to be on point when you fight Sean Porter. You in for a long night. He gonna bring the best out of you. But I'm just thinking about Bob. Like, why would you even mention Terrence Crawford and Josh Taylor if even you know he's leaving? Unless you got something up your sleeve. Unless you're going to keep him. Unless you know it's something in the contract that's going to make him stay. Or unless Terrence Crawford has re-signed with Bob Arum. Things that make you go, I know one thing you need to be doing is hitting that like button and the subscribe button right now as you're listening to my voice. With that being said, I appreciate y'all. I respect y'all. I'm gone. It's your host, F. Merritt, Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. Hit the like button once again. Hit the subscribe button once again. Go in. Matter of fact, hit the bell so you get all notifications every time I post. I'm out.